Auzubillah minash shaitanir rajeem. So inshallah we'll do the remaining part of Surah AlBaqarah's ayat number 96. And the ayat is about the different rituals and manasik of the Hajj. So I'll do a simple translation of these remaining words. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the first part of this ayat mentioned that if you go there and for some reason if you are prevented, then what should be done? And then there was command of shaving the head and other things after the sacrifice is done. So now in this part of the ayat, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that فَإِذَا آمِنْتُمْ. So when there is a peaceful situation, there is no issue, no problem. فَمَنْ تَمَتَّعَ. So whosoever performs or takes advantage بِالْعُمْرَةِ إِلَى الْحَجِّ of the umrah at the time of Hajj. So it is not that only you go, but you can also do the umrah at this time. فَمَسْتَيْسَرَ مِنَ الْهَدْيِ. So whatever easily available for sacrifice, to sacrifice. فَمَنْ لَمْ يَجِدْ. So a person who does not find means or resource that he can do sacrifice. So there is an alternate solution Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has here, which is فَصِيَامٍ salasati ayyam. فَصِيَامُ salasati ayyam. He should fast for 3 days. Fil Hajj, during the Hajj time. When he is there, when he is staying around that, in 3 days he should fast. وَسَبْعَةٍ. And 7 days إِذَا رَجَعْتُمْ. When you go back. So when you go back, you fast for 7 more days. Tilka asharatun kamila. These are complete 10 days that person has to fast. This condition is for those who are traveling, who are coming from outside. If someone's family lives in that area, then it doesn't apply to them. Dhalika limallam. This is not for him or for whom ahaluhu, whose family hadiril masjidil haram, they live or reside or are present near Masjidul Haram. So a lot of people have their houses there, they live there permanently. Then it is not for them. It is only for those who are coming from outside, that they fast 3 days there, go back and fast 7 more days. But this is condition only if they don't find something to sacrifice. But if they sacrifice, then it's okay.
Is that conflict when we travel during Ramadan, we're not fasting?
Right, but if you're staying, you're still there.
Okay.
You have not started your journey back. You're still there.
Okay.
Then like you're there for, usually those days people will be there for a month or so. So
Okay.
in 3 days of that time, 3 days fasting. You had a question?
Yeah. This means when we travel to Hajj, before we enter Hajj, we have to fast.
No. When you are performing Hajj,
Yeah.
okay, and you have done everything during the Hajj time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now the time comes for sacrifice the animal. Okay?
Yeah.
If you cannot do that, if you cannot sacrifice for some reason, okay, then there is something you can do instead of that as a compensation,
Yeah.
which is fasting for 10 days.
10 days.
3 days while you are still there in around Masjidul Haram, in that area, and whenever you go back, month later, 2 months later, 10 days later, whenever you go back home, then from Hajj, you return your own home, then you fast for 7 more days. So there will be 10 days fasting. But if you have done the sacrifice, then you don't have to fast 10 days. Okay? This is only the situation when sacrifice was not available, animal was not available, or something else happened. Okay? You could not, because sacrifice is a part of the Hajj. So if you miss one part of the Hajj, its makeup is fasting. Okay? And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Wattaqullah, and fear Allah. Wa'alamu, and know, Anna Allaha shadidul iqab, that Allah is very severe in punishment. He is hard in punishing people when they disobey. Okay? So this is the simple meaning of the ayat of Hajj. And after this, there are many more ayats which describe in more details about different parts of the Hajj. So here, fa iza means when. So when, so when. Fa means so, iza means when. So when. Okay. Okay, and the word alif, mim, noon means to have peace. Amana means to have peace. Aman means peace. Okay, and the word from this is amintum. Amintum means you are in peace. Like fa'altum, you did. Amintum, you acquired peace, or you are in peace. So when it is secure and peaceful situation, okay, which means there is no other issue, and you go to perform the Hajj in a very peaceful environment. Okay, so when you are secure or you are in peace. So when there is a peaceful situation, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Faman, so whoever. So whoever. Okay. So whoever, tamatta'a ila al-hajj. Bil umrah, tamatta'a bil umrati ila al-hajj. Okay. So someone is going to perform the Hajj. He can or she can perform the Hajj and can also go and perform the Umrah. Umrah is simple tawaf. It doesn't require all the rituals of the Hajj. Okay? So that is Umrah. Umrah can be done at any time of the year, and Hajj is done only at the time of Hajj. So when you go for Hajj, you can also perform the Umrah. It doesn't mean that while you are on the Hajj, you cannot do any Umrah. Okay? So while you are journeying for the Hajj, you perform the Hajj, and if you have some time left or some days left, then you go and do the Umrah. Umrah is very simple. It's just the tawaf of the Kaaba and tawaf of the Sa'i.
That is 7 times, right?
Yes, 7 times.
So,
Okay? So you do 7 times, you put a new ihram,
yeah.
go and put the new ihram, new clothes, different clothes, go towards the Kaaba, do 7 times around the Kaaba, and then 7 times in the Sa'i, Safa Marwa. So that's one Umrah. Okay? So you can perform Umrah and you're done. So you can perform Umrah while you're on the trip of Hajj also. It doesn't mean that you have to go back to your home and then start again for Umrah. While you're still there, you can do it.
But you had to do it before the man, because after the man Hajj, you had to go back home, right? Or some people stay, they can do it.
You can stay as long as you are permitted or you want to stay.
Okay.
You can stay there and you can perform Umrah. You don't have to go all the way to your home and then come back from home. But there is a limit called miqat. You go up to that point, you put new ihram and come back and do Umrah. So this is what the ayat is saying. Faman, so whoever. Okay. And the next word is tamatta'a. Okay. So tamatta'a is from the word mim ta and ayn. Mata'a, okay, and this is bab fa'ala. And we make a bigger word by adding a ta and fa'ala. You add a ta and you put a shadda on ayn, so it becomes tafa'ala. You add two letters, a ta in the beginning, and middle letter you put a shadda. So this word, if I do the same thing, it becomes tamatta. Tamatta means to take advantage. You take advantage. Okay. Or perform. There is another meaning, perform. So you can use either one. So this means to perform. So what it is saying, whoever performed. So whoever, tamatta, he performed or he took advantage. So performed is tamatta. Okay. Okay. So now these two words we have seen before. Umrah, we know what Umrah is, and we know what the Hajj is. Okay. So bil umrati, perform of the Umrah, ilal Hajji, at the Hajj. So while you are at the Hajj, you can perform Umrah. Do you have a question?
When we are Umrah, we don't need to shave our hair.
Not for, but no, people do, some people do. During Umrah, they also shave their heads, yes.
So we have to same time. Hajj.
Around that time, yeah. Well, when they have done Hajj already, they have shaved their heads already.
So you don't need to.
So you don't need to do that again. But if you are doing a Umrah and if you want to do one more time, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay. So perform of Umrah at Hajj. Ila means two or towards or at the time of Hajj. Or during the Hajj season, you can also perform Umrah. Okay, that's what it means. Ilal Hajj means at the Hajj or at the time of Hajj, you can perform an Umrah. Take advantage of performing the Umrah or perform the Umrah at Hajj. Okay, and then these few words are exactly same like they came before. Fama means so whatever. Okay, so this means then whatever, or use fama means then or so whatever. Okay, whatever can easily be available. Okay. Istaisara, we looked last time in details, the same word, same three words came together. Famas taisara min al hadyi, whatever easily available of the sacrifice. So again I said that, when you are on Hajj, when it is time of peace, you are at Hajj, you can combine with Umrah and then do sacrifice whatever is available easily. Okay. Famas taisara, hadyi means sacrifice. Minal hadyi, of the sacrifice. Whatever is easy of sacrifice. Okay. Now again the word is faman. Okay. So whoever. Okay. Or then whoever. Okay, so the next word is waw, jim and dal. Wajada means to find. Okay. Wajada means to, like the word mawjood means someone is there, found. Okay. Yajidu means he finds. Yajidu, he finds. Okay, when we put a ya in the beginning, it becomes the present tense of third person, yaf'alu. And waw is weak here, so it doesn't come. Yajidu. Okay. Now when you put a lam before that, lam means not. Okay. So what lam does, yajid, it makes the last letter as a sukoon. Lam yajid, instead of saying lam yajidu, it becomes lam yajid, and the meaning changes into the past tense. So meaning is that he did not find. Okay. Yajidu means he finds. Lam yajid. Two changes, you put a lam in the beginning, and the last letter, dhamma, changes it to a sukoon. So the word becomes lam yajid. Lam yajid means past tense, he did not find. Okay. So faman, so whoever did not find. Lam yajid, did not find. What he did not find? Something to sacrifice. Okay. So whoever could not find something to sacrifice. So what should he do? Okay. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying fasiyam. Siyam means fasting. It's the plural of Psalm. Psalm means one fast. Siyam means many fasts. So he should fast. It's just a noun. Siyamun means fasting. So fasting. Fa means so and Siyamun means fasting. So fasting. So he has to do some fasting. Okay. Because he could not do the sacrifice. Okay, because a part of the Hajj is missing, so he has to do something else. Okay. And what is that? Fasting. So how many days fasting? Okay, you have a question?
Even we sacrifice.
Then you don't have to fast.
What about these 3 days?
No, you don't have to fast at all there.
Okay.
Yeah. Here it is 10, but permission is given that 10 out of 10, 3 days you fast there and 7 days at home. But if you sacrificed, you don't have to fast. Okay, salasati ayyam. Okay, so that is salasatu means 3. Salasatu means 3. And the word Yawmun means a day. Its plural is Ayyam. Okay. Ayyamun. Ayyamun means days. Okay, that's the plural of Yawmun. Yawmun, one day. Ayyamun, days. Okay. So you write down here Ayyamun days. Okay. So when you combine these, it will be Salasatu Ayyamin, of 3 days. When you put an off in between, then what you have to do, you have to change these 2 dhammas to 2 kasras. Okay? There is already on 1 dhamma, so it doesn't change. So Salasatu Ayyami means of 3 days. Okay? Salasatu Ayyamin means of 3 days. Okay? But before that is the word Fasiyam. Originally word was Fasiyamun. Okay. Means fasting. Okay? And if I put an off in between, okay, then this will become Fasyamu, this becomes Salasati. You know, whenever we combine by putting off, we have to change 2 words. Okay? So Fasayamu Salasatiyam is fasting of 3 days. Whoever could not find or did not find anything to sacrifice, then for him is the fasting of 3 days. So that's what the meaning is. Salasati Ayyam, 3 days. So he has to make up, or he has to fast for 3 days. Okay. So the next word is Hajjun. No, this starts with 3 letters: Ha, Jim, and Jim. And you combine these and it becomes Hajjun. Hajjun means Hajj. Full word is Hajjun and it is Hajj. Okay. So when you put al before that, al means the Hajj. Okay. And when you put al, 2 dhammas change into 1 and it becomes al Hajju. Al Hajju means the Hajj. Al-Hajju means the Hajj. Okay. Now if you put a fi before that, Fi means in. And fi is a harf-jar. So harf-jar looks at the last letter and changes into a kasra. So the final word becomes fil hajj. In the hajj. We mean during the hajj. While he is still there, he has to fast 3 days. That's what it is. Salasati ayyam, 3 days fasting, fil hajji, at the hajj time. In hajj. Okay. And the next word is a count. Number 7. Sab'atin means 7. Sab'atin means 7. Salasatin means 3. And sab'atin 7. Wa means and 7. Okay. And 7 means here 7 days. Okay. And the word after that is idha. Idha means when. And 7 when. Okay. And the next word is Ra, Jim, and Ayn. Raja'a means to return. Raja'a means to return. When we say Inna lillahi wa inna ilaihi raji'un, raji'un means return. So Raja'a means to return. Okay? And Fa'ala, you did. Fa'ala, to do. Fa'altum, you did. When you put a tum at the end, becomes you did. So raja'atum means when you returned. So we put a ta at the end and mim. Raja'atum, you returned. So 3 days of fasting while you are at the Hajj, and when after you have gone back to your home, you have to fast 7 more days. And this is if you miss the sacrifice. So raja'atum, you returned. Now the next word tilka means this. So dhalika means this, and this is masculine. And tilka means this also, but it is feminine. Tilka means this. Why feminine? Because the number 7 and number 3, they are masculine numbers. So for feminine is used for that. So this. And the next number is asharatun. Asharatun means 10. Ashra means 10. Okay, so this makes 10. 3 and 7 makes 10. So this is 10. The This is 10. And Kaf, Mim and Lam, and Kamilatun means complete. Means complete. Kamil is something which is complete. So this completes 10 days. This is in total, in completion, 10 days fasting. 7 is Sab'a, Salasa is 3. Complete, adding those two will be Ashara, 10. So this completes the 10 days of fasting. So that is what is required if you miss. If you are coming from outside, journeying, traveling for Hajj, and you miss the sacrifice for some reason, then 10 days of fasting, 3 days there, 7 days when you go back. It doesn't happen because, in normal conditions, people sacrifice. But if it happens, for example, something happens and you cannot sacrifice, then that's the compensation for that. 10. Kamilam is complete 10 days. Okay. Now, the next word we just saw, Zalika means this. This means that this condition of fasting, this means this, what Allah just mentioned, of fasting 10 days, this statement. Okay. Okay. So then we have li, man. First word is liman. Liman means for. Man means him. This is for him. This rule will apply for him, some person. Okay. And the kaf, waw, and noon. And this means to be. Okay. And we just learned in the word lam, it makes it negative. Okay. So lam yajid. Okay. So same way, lam yakun is not. Is not. Lam yakun means is, yakun or is, lam makes it negative, like lam yajid. We saw yajidu, become lam yajid. Okay. So means is not. For him is not. Lam yakun is not. So this rule applies for him. For him is not what? Ahalun means family. And whom is his? Ahlun, ahlu ayal or ahlun means family. And whom is his? So when you combine these two, this means his family. And this word will become ahluhu. Ahluhu. Ahluhu means his family. Ahluhu, his family. Okay? And to make it proper English, instead of his, you can say whose family. So, this is not for him whose family. This condition does not apply for him whose family is what? Hadir. Hadir means present. Al-Masjid al-Haram, who live near Masjid al-Haram. Means the local people. Al-Masjid al-Haram is Kaaba. If someone is going for Hajj from there and they also live in the nearby, then this 7 days and 3 days condition is not for him. This is only for those who come from far away. Okay? So Hadir, Hadara means to be present, and Hazir, someone is Hadir, is present. Okay? So this is not for him whose family is present. Where present? Al-Masjid al-Haram. Al-Masjid al-Haram means Kaaba. So someone whose family lives near Kaaba, then he does not have to follow this rule because he is living there. He is not going back somewhere. This applies 3 days and 7 days for who is traveling from far away. Okay, the permission is that, okay, 3 days you fast there and 7 days at home. But the one who is living there, then all is for him. He's not, doesn't have to split like that because he's not going back somewhere. He's just going to his home nearby. Okay, so this is for him. Liman means for him. Lam yakun is not ahluhu, whose family. Hadir means present. Hadir al-Masjid al-Haram, present. Al-Masjid al-Haram, near Kaaba. Okay, so the next word comes a lot in khutbah and here and there. Wattaqullah. Wattaqullah means fear Allah. Okay? Taqwa is fearing or being pious or being conscious of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And when you hear the word Wattaqullah in the Friday khutbah, it's repeated all the time. Fear Allah. It's the same word. Wattaqullah and fear Allah. We have done this few times. And the next word is wa'alamu. So this is Hamzatul Wasl here. Wa'alamu. Okay? And this word is from Ain, Lam, and Mim. Alama. This means to know. Okay? The first letter Waw, Waw means and. And i'lamu is the word. I'lamu means know. I'lamu means you should know or be aware. I'lamu, it's like a command, it's order. Do it means know it. Become knowledgeable about this thing. Okay? So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, make sure you know about this thing. Okay? It should come in your knowledge. You should be aware of this thing. Okay? And know or be aware can translate many ways. I'lamu means know or be aware. Okay. What should you be aware of? What should you know? Annallaha. Anna has two meanings. It can be that or surely. So Anna has two meanings. That, one meaning, the other meaning is surely. And you can apply any of them, but it will work here. So if you translate an Anna, that Allah. The next word is word from Shadada. Shadada means something has to be strong or hard or severe. Okay? Shiddat or Shadid is something which is really hard, severe. Allah is severe in punishing. You should know that Allah is very strong, He is very powerful, He is very severe in punishing. Shadid, severe. Okay. And next word is Aqaba. 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 Simple meaning of Aqaba is to follow or to come after. Aqaba means to follow or go after something. Okay? But the word Iqabun means punishment. Iqabun means punishment. Why? Because punishment comes after somebody does something wrong. So that is what's coming after. Okay? If someone is committing a crime or doing something wrong, what happens? Something comes after that. And what comes after that is the punishment. So the meaning of iqabun is punishment. Okay? And al means the punishment. Okay. And when you put al, two of them must change into one. So it becomes al-iqabu, the punishment. Okay? Al-iqabu means the punishment. Okay? Also, so we have two words now. One is al-iqabu, means the punishment, and before that the word was shadidun. This full word is shadidun. Which means harsh, worse, okay, severe. Okay. So one word is shadidun, the other word is al-iqabu. Okay. And if we combine these, our rule is that we put an off in between. Severe of giving punishment. Okay. So same rule that in English we put an off. In Arabic we make a change in both of these words. And the change is that in the first one you change two dhammas into one. And in the second one, dhamma goes to a kasra. Okay. And when you recite, you do not recite the alif in between. So you read shadidul iqabi. Okay. Shadidul iqabi means harsh or severe of punishing someone. Okay. Or in punishment. Allah is severe in punishment. Allah's punishment is very harsh, hard. Okay, not easy. Okay. وَعَلَمُوا أَنَّ اللَّهَ شَدِيدُ الْعِقَابِ. Know that Allah's punishment is severe. And fear Allah, have taqwa of Allah. Okay. So this is the ayat about Hajj. Then after that there are many more ayats about Hajj. What other things have to be done during the Hajj season when the person goes for Hajj. Almost all the details what is done in the Hajj are given in the Quran. Okay? So inshallah we'll stop at this point.